Hey guys, I know, you're not supposed to use these stoves inside, right? Well, that's okay, because you know what? I march to the beat of my own drum. No, seriously. Look at those things boil. Alright, enough of the tomfoolery, I shut them down. So we're not going to die from asphyxiation today. I want to show you guys my new Jetboil MicroMo. I've been using a Jetboil Flash, and I really like that stove, but there are a few things about the MicroMo that I really think are gonna be nice out on the trail. Well, I know they're nice on the trail because I've already used it a few times. So let's get into this. Alright, so right off the bat you're gonna notice a size difference. Obviously this is the Flash and this is the MicroMo, not the Mini-Mo, it's the MicroMo. So I just started using the Jetboil last year. I got the Flash from REI garage sale, and I got a really good deal on it because the igniter was not working. I brought it home, I messed around with it a little bit and got it working, and it's been fine ever since. So the whole reason that I decided to go with the Jetboil was my old canister stoves were working great. They're super light, and I have one that's less than an ounce and it works well, but it uses a ton of fuel and it takes forever to boil compared to the Jetboil. The Jetboil is super fast, and it just has a lot of nicer features, and for me I just thought it was worth the extra weight. I dumped the boiling water so we can get right down into this. The Flash is a little bit heavier at 15¼ ounces. The MicroMo is supposed to be, it's advertised at 12 ounces, but I actually found it to be around 13.1, and the Flash is pretty close to what they advertise it as. So it's not quite the weight savings that I thought I was going to get, but it's still over 2 ounces, so that's pretty good. And you know, when you're trying to cut down pack weight, that is quite a big deal. The Flash has a 1 liter capacity, and the MicroMo is a 0.8 liter capacity. That really doesn't make any difference for me solo. Average boil time for 1 liter of water is about 4 minutes 30 seconds. That's good for both of them. They're both pretty similar. You actually boil 2 cups of water, which is what most like Mountain House meals take, in a little over 2 minutes. So that's pretty good. And a lot of my other stoves are 4-5 minutes, and when you get them in the wind, they're even worse. I mean, just a regular canister stove in the wind is terrible. And you're not really supposed to use a windscreen with a canister stove because they say you can heat up the canister, and I don't know if it explodes. I don't know what it does, but but you're not supposed to because they tell you not to. And you know, we can't all march to the beat of our own drum. A couple of things that the Flash has that the MicroMo doesn't. On the pot, you've got this color change heat indicator, and this changes color, it turns orange. And also you got this little deal right here that holds your spoon while you're cooking, so you don't lose your spoon. Well, not like you're gonna lose your spoon anyway, but you know, so it doesn't get all dirty. So other than those two things, and of course the size of it, there's not much of an advantage to having the Flash over the MicroMo. But let me get into the MicroMo because there are a ton of advantages to that. We'll start with the weight because that was originally why I did it, and I'll get into how they save the weight. Right off the bat you can tell the pots, right? The Cozy weighs more because of the heat indicator and the little spoon thing, and the handle is actually larger too if you put the handles side by side. And the Cozy itself is just larger. The pot itself is quite a bit taller, so you're saving weight on that. The nice thing is though, I do like this top part. You use it for like a thumb holder. I don't know why that makes a big difference, but it does. It just makes it more comfortable. They both actually have measurements inside, but believe it or not, the MicroMo actually has better measurements. So this is the inside of the MicroMo. You can see the measurements in there. There's the inside of the Flash. You can see it only has the one measurement. The Flash makes up for the measurements because the cup for the Flash actually has measurements on it, whereas the cup or bowl, if you will, on the MicroMo only has one measurement, so it's 1 cup, but it does have like incremental markings there. So I imagine that is like 1 cup, 3/4, and then 1/2 cup. But I do think it's kind of nice to just have it in the pot as you're pouring it out of you know, your Nalgene or your Smart Water bottle or whatever you might be pouring it out of. It's just easier to measure it in there rather than put it in the cup and then pour it in the pot. So that's one more place where they saved a little bit of weight, is even on the cups. The cup itself is smaller on the MicroMo. Another weight savings in the lids. It's minuscule, but there is a little bit of weight savings there. And on the stove itself, or the burner if you will, if you notice on the Flash, this plastic part is much larger, and the stainless steel in here, you can see the cutouts are a lot bigger on the MicroMo. So they saved a little bit of weight there. Both of these actually do have the piezo igniter, if that's how you say that. I don't know. The piezo igniter? I don't know. Whatever. The little push button thingy. And then they both come with the stand, which is identical, so no weight savings there. If you want to save a little extra weight, you can leave the stand at home. You can also leave the bowl at home. But the bowl also sort of protects this flux ring on the bottom. Not that it's a must-have, because I mean it's still pretty stout. You're not going to really tear it up. But that's a couple of ways you could save a little weight too. So if you're a real gram weenie, but you just can't stand the thought of giving up your Jetboil, there are a few things you can leave at home to just save a few more ounces. So both of these still fit the 100-gram canister on the inside of the pot, so it's easy to stow. Now I actually have the weights here. I weighed the pots, and on the Flash the pot comes in at 7.3 ounces and the MicroMo comes in at 5.9 ounces, which is a savings of 1.4 ounces. On the burner itself, the Flash came in at 5.1 and the MicroMo at 4.6, so that's a 1/2 ounce there. Like I said, you save a little bit on the lid, a little bit on the cup, and the cozy's a little lighter too. So all in all, you save a little over probably about 2.25 ounces. Alright, so the MicroMo. Now you already know that it's lighter. We already got that. It is compatible with the Java press, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get that too. But the biggest thing about it is this right here. That's the regulator. And that regulator will allow this to go comfortably down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's pretty good, because most canister stoves, they start to lose a little power when you get, you know, anywhere near freezing at all. And to go down to 20 degrees and not lose any performance, that's huge. So that's one thing. The other thing is that regulator makes it so you can use this stove to simmer. And that is awesome when you're out on the trail and you need to cook something other than just boiling water. If you check out the Nordhaus Dunes video, you'll see that we cooked pancakes and bacon, and we did all that with the MicroMo, and it just worked out perfectly. Didn't burn the pancakes, didn't char the bacon. I mean, it was just awesome. So the simmering along with the weight are the two reasons why I picked this up. Those were what sold me on this stove. Alright, so let's put this together. First you put the cup on the bottom. Fold that in. Take your little stand. I put it in upside down. Put your canister in. And the lid on. Pretty compact. Just compare that to the Flash. Quite a size difference. Yep, we have to keep a blanket on the couch because he will not stay off. He's got a dog bed. You'd think he would stay off the couch. Oh yeah. Who likes Jetboil stoves, huh? Nobody? What? You are crazy. What? He's like, yeah, I just can't take any more of your videos, buddy. I'm covering my head up. It's over with. And it holds your spoon. Ooh. Exactly why I chew. What? Okay. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna get that right. God. This allows you to get a perfect simmer.